Navy Admiral James Stavridis now, former Supreme Allied Commander at NATO and now NBC News Senior International Security and Diplomacy Analyst. Admiral, it's great to see you again. Thank you.
Indeed. Good to see you, Shep. Welcome to the NBC family.
Thank you so much. You know, supporters of this withdrawal say, if not after 20 years, then when? What's your position?
You know, I take a little different look at this. And if I were advising the president, as I did President Obama 2009 to 2013, I would have said, keep that small number of troops that are still in Afghanistan there, Shep. And let's face it, when I commanded this mission as NATO's Supreme Allied Commander, we had 150,000 international troops there. We're now down to 2,500 American troops. Very small number. I think it continues to be an opportunity to put pressure on the Taliban, get a political settlement. And I'm concerned that pulling them out will cause a collapse in the Afghan security forces. Look, this is an issue where different people can have different opinions. Personally, I would have said small investment, big leverage. This is a business network. You know what leverage is. I think it would have made some sense.
Condi Rice has said that she thinks we could end up back in there. What do you think?
I think she's right. And what we ought to be doing, in fact, I can assure you what the Pentagon is doing is all of them have saluted the president, said, OK, we're going to pull the troops out. How can we set up an over-the-horizon capability? What bases in the Gulf, in Central Asia, in South Asia can we utilize to get back in? Because let's remember, we went there to crush terrorism, which had attacked us. It's entirely possible it could reflash not only Taliban, but also al-Qaeda, now the Islamic State. We better be prepared to come back in there if we have to.
We've left a mess for a lot of people. The New York Times spoke to women on the ground in Afghanistan who say they're really worried. One woman telling the Times, I remember when Americans came and said that they would not leave us alone and that Afghanistan will be free of oppression and will be free of war and women's rights will be protected. And we did say every single word. And now it looks like it's just slogans, and it does. Don't we have responsibilities to the people to whom we made promises?
I feel we do. And this argument that, hey, it's time to come home, believe me, I understand this sense of Afghan fatigue. But we still have 35,000 troops in South Korea, decades after that war. We have 50,000 troops in Europe. Keeping 2,000, 3,000 troops in Afghanistan to try and maintain what we have done, I think is positive. And again, the key here is avoiding a resurgence of terrorism, which could strike us again.
And you think about all of the friendlies we had over there, Admiral, more than 100,000 by one count, who were close with the Americans, and now the Americans are leaving, and now the Americans have a refugee rule and policy that doesn't allow any of those friendlies to come over here. What in the hell is going to happen to them, you know?
That is a huge mistake. And if you look back at the end of the war in Vietnam, we certainly made our mistakes in Vietnam, but one thing we did well, we gave access to our friendlies, as you call them, Vietnamese who had worked with us. That Vietnamese American community is powerful, dynamic, a huge part of America today. I would say we ought to take the same approach in Afghanistan. As we pull out, if you worked with us, if you were an interpreter, if you worked at the embassy, if you were part of supporting our military, you ought to have the opportunity to come here to the United States. These would be great American citizens.
But that is not our policy. And I know a lot of fighting men and women are embarrassed about it.
Indeed, and count me among them, having commanded that mission for 4 years.
Admiral Stavridis, it's my plan to start your novel this weekend. I'm looking forward to it, though I'm a little scared of it. Good luck to you, and it's great to see you again and again and again.
Indeed it is. I'll come back anytime you want, Shep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.